Hello, I'm Mark Highlove,
Hey folks, I'm Alexa Rohn.
and we're here for Highlove Vitality to make a little video to show you at home how to easily and tastily and all the good things make Highlove Vitality out of a pouch.
Yes, it's my favorite. If you've ever seen us vending at a festival, such as Lightning in a Bottle, coming up this year
May?
in May in Bradley, California, this is the basic recipe, kind of the ratio and how we make it there. So if you've ever been
Yep.
like, darn, this is tasty, or haven't come to try it yet, you'll know how to make it on your own, impress your friends.
And if you watched us on the Vice Munchies video and you saw how I did it with all the whole herbs, we didn't show the part where we did it like this, and so you might be like, no, I got this bag of powder, what do I do?
How did this powder come along? Out of, why not just sell a bunch of bark and things? Why powder?
It's because I am, it's really fun. I like to do the whole process with making all the things and taking forever to put everything in at the right time and cook everything in for the right time and then add the more stuff and add it and bake it for the right time. But it's also much more complex, and I like to take this stuff every day. And so
Do you do this every day?
Oh no, I just put it in a jar and shake it up and drink it.
He's a little more rugged than me.
Yeah.
I like a warm beverage in the morning. I'm a coffee addict. I love coffee. But that also means that sometimes I need to take a break. I've used this recipe multiple times to get off caffeine when I need a little break, give my adrenals a little TV timeout so that my coffee would work again. When you're draining the whole French press by yourself and not feeling that much, it's time to take a little vacation from the coffee. So,
and because the herbs in the Vitality formula are designed to support the adrenal system, it helps support, those herbs help support the system that caffeine deplete.
Yeah.
So I actually like my coffee, I put like 2 or 3 tablespoons of, because I love this stuff, in there and stir it all up and drink it. So I like it thick with the herbs. That's my...
I put it in my coffee too, but this is a great recipe if you don't drink caffeine, if you want something maybe in the afternoon. Some of the herbs can keep you up a little bit, so test it on yourself first. You might feel a little bit lifted to make sure that it won't keep you up. But it's a great way if you're having a tea party, having some friends over, having a little romantic evening, or even if you just want a great warm nurturing drink. This is an easy elixir that you can make at home using that stuff right here. So let's get started. You ready?
I'm ready.
He's my sous chef.
Alright, so first thing we did is let's see, what's it say on the back? Directions. Mix 1 tablespoon with 8 ounces of your beverage of choice.
Okay, so...
Water. 2 servings. 16 ounces.
So we have 16 ounces of water. That's 2 cups of water. Putting it in my sauce pot here, and I'm going to turn the oven on just to start getting it close to a boil. A lot of the herbs we don't necessarily want to go to a rolling boil because they will boil over and make a terrible mess of your stove. And also, if you've taken any organic chemistry, some of those important compounds that we're trying to extract can actually end up getting what's called denatured, so it will help
they
break
will
it down.
volatilize out also. So the good, like when you're cooking it and it smells good, it's because the smells are releasing the important compounds in the herbs and releasing them right up in the air. So if you saw the Vice Munchies video, you saw how we had different herbs at different times. Some things right at the end is because some things need to be cooked down. Some things you don't want to cook down. You just want to heat them up to activate them. And so this is why the powder is great, because you're eating the whole herb. So you could just eat this right out of the bag, although it's powdered, so it would be like
the cinnamon challenge.
It's so bad.
We're gonna start the vitality challenge.
Little liquid's important.
Yeah, and one way that we can help make sure that we don't lose all of those aromatics and volatile compounds is we can also add a little bit of oil. Some of these compounds in the herbs, some are more water soluble, some are more lipid or fat soluble. I like to use coconut oil, so I'll put a dollop. It's kind of cold here, so it hasn't really melted. Put a dollop, maybe like a spoonful, a tablespoon, of coconut oil, maybe a teaspoon if you're a little more oil sensitive and aren't like totally into it.
Super good stuff. I love coconut oil.
Keeps
also,
your hair glossy.
Shameless plug, by the way, we totally buy Nativa brand coconut oil. I find it to be the best quality, and I really like their company and the way they operate and what they stand for and how they do things planetarily.
Cool. So what I've done is I've stirred in that spoonful of coconut oil into the water that's heating on the stove. I have it just about medium-high right now, and I'll turn that down now as we start mixing in the herbs, but I just want to get the water going. Sound effects are free.
Cool. All right, so do we have this yet?
Yeah, so we can go ahead and start adding our herbs because I can see the water starting to get hot.
Tablespoon. I've got my bag, which is getting pretty low. We were out taking the stuff. Heaping. I like heaping.
Okay, he likes heaping. If you try it the first time, it's a little intense for you. You can always do a slightly lower, a normal tablespoon instead of heaping. But the general MO is if you're making it, it's a cup per person, so a cup of water to a tablespoon of the herbs.
And honestly, the way I do things with herbs is generally like this. If you've never done something before, try it a little bit and see how you like it. If you like it, try more. So, you might, if you're not so sure about it, try a teaspoon of it. See if you like it.
Totally.
If you love it, take a tablespoon.
Okay.
If you really love it, take 3 tablespoons. I'm blessed.
So as I'm whisking this in, I can already smell some of the cacao. So I want to turn that down because I can see it is starting to bubble and it will foam out. So I had it on high. We have or medium high. Now I've just turned it down to like kind of medium low.
We have an electric range, which is just crazy.
And I'm whisking the crap out of it. So this kind of keeps.
There's no crap in it, though. She's just whisking it heavily.
I'm whisking it. And so that just keeps everything moving, keeps anything from sticking on the bottom and burning. We put that back on the bottom.
Yeah.
I thought this was my recipe.
This is your recipe. I'm your assistant.
I know. So I just keep whisking it, and now that it's kind of bubbling, I'm going to turn it down really low, just like kind of low, whatever I can do to keep a really soft simmer. And I'm going to set my timer and wait about 10 or 15 minutes. I'm going to put a lid on it. Can you grab that lid? Because I want to keep any of these volatile compounds in, if possible, condense them back in. But when you first do this, just keep an eye on it, peek at it, maybe crack it a little bit until you know that everything's turned down and it's gotten to like a good balance. Otherwise, you do risk boiling over and making a horrible mess. So we're going to check back with you in about 15 minutes.
Also, I have never heard of anybody having taken too much of this stuff.
I mean, you might poop a lot.
Yeah, it might make you poop or something. But it's not. You can eat a lot of it and it's totally fine.
Totally.
They're all foods. The ingredients, if you look down the list of what's in here, most of the ingredients are traditionally foods for different indigenous folks around the world.
Yeah, so. It's not stuff that you're gonna OD on. You might just start to smell like herbs.
Also, the more you take the herbs regularly, the more benefit you get. It's just like if you took spinach capsules once, it's not going to really help you, but if you ate spinach all the time and kale and other things eating healthy, it will help you.
Yeah, they're not a panacea. It's not an overnight thing. You might feel some initial upfront benefits, but really the long-term benefits come from consistent consumption. That's what helps it build up in your body. It helps support and help create more of whatever healthy things are doing in your body. So regular consumption helps. That's why it's nice. You can put it on your cereal, yogurt, make it an elixir like we're doing today. Stir a spoonful into your coffee every morning, and actually it makes a great like a mole if you mix it in with a marinade. And
so
if
good.
you eat meat, it's wonderful to make a sauce like a barbecue type
If you
thing.
don't eat meat, it's really good with winter squashes and vegetables, like bok choy with pumpkin and delicata and butternut and sweet potatoes.
Yes.
All in together with some like shiitake mushrooms and portobellos and
yeah, it's just about consuming herbs part of your daily lifestyle. I've been taking some other female herbs or like some other herbs lately that I've been testing out to see how I like them, and I grind them up and put them in my coffee. So other ones I will make, like ginger. You can just boil chopped up organic ginger in a pot of water if you're feeling a little under the weather or feeling kind of chilled. So they're just ways to easily bring them into your day. That's what we're doing here. So we will see you in about, well, as long as we've been talking, it might be 10 minutes now. 10, 15 minutes. We're just going to keep an eye on this, simmering gently.
But you don't need to go away, because we're going to actually do a fancy edit thing where you just come right in and just keep watching us.
We'll see you in the future.
We're not
using this.
Time warp!
We're not using the sound effects.
I just made sound effects.
I'm editing them out. Okay, welcome.
We'll see. If you saw sound effects, then they didn't get edited out. If you didn't see sound effects, then they did get edited out.
Welcome to the future, ladies, gentlemen, and other non-binary folk. Even welcome to your pets if they are hip enough to be watching this with you.
Hello.
I love kitties and dogs and all
And
of your
chickens.
friends. Hi, friends. So we're back. We've been simmering this for a little while, and it's starting to look pretty good. The herbs seem
Probably
soft.
10 minutes or so we've simmered.
You know, if you get bored, you can pull it off sooner. If you're feeling really into it, let it go a little longer. Depends on how patient you are. The one thing is to keep an eye on the level of water. You know, I had the lid on it to make sure that any of those volatiles condensed back into the liquid, but you also don't want to leave it for so long or forget and like wander off, and next thing you know you have just like a cake in the bottom of your pan. So the water can boil out and concentrate a little bit.
And you can also start with more water. You don't have to do like 8 ounces of water to 1 tablespoon for when you're cooking it. That's more like a straight shake it up and drink it thing. You could do...
Yeah, I often add almost twice the water because I like drinking tea, so I would rather have a big jar of tea to drink, a little bit more dilute, rather than just having like 1 cup of a very concentrated elixir. It just depends on your taste, and you can play around with it. If you get going, try to like, whoa, this is a little hectic, then add some more hot water, dilute it a little bit. And
you can add other stuff too, like you could put hot cocoa.
Oh yeah, add some chocolate.
You could add some maple syrup in here, would make it sweeter. You could
even what do they call, like non-dairy milk or milk? If you drink milk, you can add that to make like a really
like almond milk or
like a really
coconut
creamy
milk
elixir. I know actually in African cultures they say that like with rooibos tea they often make the tea itself in milk, and that's like a traditional.
This is great. I like to personally do it with whole milk.
Oh yeah, I love fat. We love fat.
Whole milk from the farmer's market, fresh, local, organic, grass-fed milk, and I don't actually boil it. I just warm it up and just whisk it in, and you just have it like hot but not boiling, and I just whisk it in the whole milk, and it's my favorite.
And in that instance, you wouldn't really even need to add the fat. We added the coconut oil to help extract out the lipid-soluble molecules, but if you're warming it in milk, there's fat in it. So, it's something you can play with, but this, just the water, the herbs, and a little bit of a fat, like you can put butter, you can put coconut oil, whatever tickles your fancy. Great. But since this is vegan, we thought, hey, let's make a vegan fixins right now, so that's why we're using coconut oil. So this has been going. It's looking pretty darn good. I am going to pour this into 2 big old mugs, maybe a teapot. If you're having friends over and you're making a larger pot, you can follow those same ratios. Add a little bit of extra water because it will boil off as you stew it, but then you can pour that into a teapot and be ready to rock and roll.
Here's some mugs my Aunt Gail made.
Why don't you pour it? Because I don't have things. You want to pour it right there?
I was going to pour it over the sink.
We're going to come over towards the sink. You're going to get to see close up pouring action. Almost.
Pot on mug pour action.
Hot stuff coming through. All right. So it was literally as simple as... Don't put your fingers in it. Literally as simple as that. I'll recap while he's doing a little bit of pouring. We whisked together water, coconut oil, herbs in a 1 cup of water per 1 tablespoon of herbs. You can always add more water. Did I say and coconut oil? Yeah, and we just simmered that on the stove for about 10 minutes. You can go anywhere
Let's
from
try it.
5 to 20. Let's see how good it is.
It's hot.
So hot.
It's so hot.
Oh god, we should have put in more movie time travel.
Okay, so let it cool. I would say definitely let it cool, because that's hot.
Yeah, it's
Whoop! Yep, that's hot. It's good, but dang, that's hot.
Alright.
I'm gonna... Ladies and gentlemen,
We're always...
etc.
Yep. Once a clown, always a clown. So thanks for joining us.
It is good though.
Have fun.
I think sip slower.
Yeah, let us know if you have any questions in the comments on whatever social network, or if we sent this in an email.
Let us know if you love it. Let us know if you hate it. Share this video online and make fun of us.
We're totally fine with that.
We're totally fine with that.
I think, what did they call you? A trust fund hipster in one of them? Dude, if only.
Right? She said, one of the comments, somebody commented saying, like, wow, this guy must have sold a tech company for big money. Amazing. That would be great. Yeah, I wish.
Oh, I hope we do that someday.
Yeah.
I gotta teach you to code
Totally.
first.
So far, pretty sure we pretty much just spend money make working construction on this thing, because it's fun. We're bringing superfoods to the world and we're having a blast doing it.
Yeah, we really I got a hairball. We love what we do. We're happy to share herbs with you and make it a little bit accessible. The happiest thing, we saw that other people have a very similar herb blend that they drink daily. It's such a good daily tonic. So try it this way. Try it in your coffee. We'll try to shoot out some other recipes just to make it easier for you to bring herbs into your daily life, start to feel healthy and great, feel yummy, feel sexy, feel all those things that inspire you to drink crazy elixirs.
And support our indigenous farmers around the world.
All right.
That's my plug.
So thanks, guys,
enjoy it.
for tuning in. Cheers. Let us know how you like it. Would love to have a tea party with you soon. Come see us at Lightning in a Bottle. Tea party time.
Tea party. Thanks.
Goes great with whiskey, so it's good for a party. Ha!